Hello everybody, Wild Trekker here, and welcome to another episode here on the new Eriador 1.10 Minecraft SMP server. And yes, welcome to another episode. We've got a few things planned today, so we shall get straight on with it. And first of all, I just want to thank you guys, because many of you noticed I had a little bit of a new intro, which I kind of didn't announce last week, but just added to my video, and you guys seem to like it. There's a lot of positive feedback on that, so I really appreciate that. So yeah, very much appreciate it, and all the likes on the video as well. The last couple of episodes, that's gone up by about 50%, and that's just absolutely awesome. So please do keep clicking that like button, just like that, and show your support. It is truly awesome, and I very much appreciate it. And I want your help with doing something, and that is, you may notice I've got a few animals around here now. We've got 4 dogs, but none of them have names, which is a bit of a shame. And when we go back to our chest back here, we have 35 name tags, which is awesome. I don't think I've ever had 35 name tags in my sort of Minecraft career, and they've all come from chests, and none of it is through trading or anything. So we've got these lovely little pooches here, just sat around doing nothing apart from guarding our little villager over here. So yeah, we'd like some names for them. And not only that, when we look outside, we've got a few horses which we rescued, the ones that Dadcraft actually noticed. So we brought them back, and this one here I've kind of claimed for myself with the diamond armour. And you know, he's not a bad jumper, and he's fairly quick. He's not fast, but you know, I think he's quite quick for a horse. He's faster than some of the ones I've had, so I need a name for this one too as well. So down in the comments, if you can leave some names for me, that would be absolutely awesome. And yeah, the best names, we'll start naming these. So we've got 4 dogs and a horse to actually name out there. And yeah, if you can think of something appropriate for the villager, I think we can still name those by someone trading and then clicking on them. So I'm not sure, maybe someone can correct me on that, but that would be absolutely awesome if we could do that. So names in the comments please guys, if you can. Now there's something else I want to have a look at out here, because we've been left a chest, and it says you predicted even the following Euro games correctly. Congrats. Woohoo! We got some diamonds! More diamonds! We love more diamonds! That's at least another block. And a bonus emerald as well. So yeah, there was Wales, Belgium, Germany, Italy, France, Iceland, and it wasn't Germany, Portugal, that's for sure. It was Germany, France. So yeah, they're the games that I did actually you know, sort of put a bet on. My scores weren't right, unfortunately. I didn't get the scores right, but we got the games right, so that's pretty awesome. So yeah, we spent 1 diamond on each, and we've got +2 back on our original winnings, so that's not bad. That makes up for the ones that we lost previously, so I can handle that. And I do actually want this chest. This chest is going to come in handy, this chest and sign, because I want to use it in here. I was having some thoughts. This is my smithy, for those who haven't seen it, which is where I sell all my lovely juicy books. But it kind of come to me that maybe after the last time, somebody wants more than what we got. So for example, well, in fact, there's one there. So we've got 1 Bane of Arthropods 5. I don't think one person doesn't want 2 of those, but Fortune 3, you probably shouldn't want 2 of them, but maybe you want to back up or something like that. Maybe we get down to 1 Silk Touch, or somebody wants Silk Touch on 2 or 3 things, and we haven't got enough books. So what I'm missing in here is really a chest for special purchases, and I've got a special order request book here, and then a book that the request is going to go in. And so this is a special order request, looking for something we don't have in stock or need more than we have, then please use this book to place a special order. There's 10% surcharge rounded up per item requested. So it means for most of these things that, you know, everything's at 10 diamonds or less, it'll just be a 1 diamond charge, because we've got to go off and make that book and put it together and deliver it. But obviously something like the Elytra, it means 64 diamonds. That would be 6 rounded up to 7 diamonds extra on top, because again, you know, at the moment we don't have one, so it just means that we're going to go to the end for you and get that Elytra for you. So it's I think that's cheap, you know, for getting out rather than going to the end yourself. So yeah, we're going to have those books in there, so that's where they can do it. And put that there in. That's not in the middle, that's in the middle. There we go. Brilliant. I'll put a sign on it. just wanted to show you guys this as well. You may remember last time we finished doing that tunnel which takes us to the end portal, and I've been a little bit busy because you may remember we had a look at a platform area where we were spawning withers and got ourselves some wither skulls. So I decided to build a path that took us directly there, and I kind of estimated that this might be a good point to start. So we've got the farm and sand quarry tracks down there, because the sand quarry is kind of off in that direction slightly, so it's not quite at an angle. It's more along there, and just turn right and you come to the sand quarry and Jeffy's tunnel, even though Jeffy's got that tunnel to the resort. So I kind of went from here, went diagonal. I put a long and in brackets dangerous path to a wither skelly area. It really is dangerous. Travel at your own risk. So yeah, basically this comes along here, and we'll see if we can travel along it. We haven't done anything with it yet. I haven't kind of made it easier to travel. I'm thinking we'll probably use a minecart system whereby we just travel via minecart down here, and I didn't really think about that. Blazes spawning just here, so this is obviously within a nether fortress. So that's interesting, they spawn there. That's not something I previously thought about, but it carries on through here, and then it does come out in the open, which is why it's a little bit dangerous. And I just saw a ghast fly past then, so we're going to have to be a bit careful, and that's the problem. Oh, an enderman spawned in front of us too. This is not the most safest journey of travelling, is it? We've got ghasts who shoot us and we don't shoot them, and there's a big drop down here, unfortunately, as you can see from that. Yeah, we don't really want to go down there, and look at our bridge, and if we look at this enderman, that's probably not going to be good. And look, he destroyed us already. This is something we're going to have to fix up. We can't have this kind of danger as we go through. But as you see here, we've come out. There's the portal to the sand quarry. That's Jeffy's portal to his resort, his resort base, and then we just have this, which kind of, if we get shot off by a gas as we go over it, we are goners. I should have ender pearls in my hands ready, shouldn't I, to the sign of gas just to shoot off at the side, but never mind. And I was quite fortunate actually, because I kind of guessed which direction it was in. We obviously haven't got coordinates, so we can't work that out. We get another little area here, and we actually come out right at the place we need to. That's the path we had previously. So yeah, this is awesome. It just kind of works out perfectly, a complete diagonal line. And then here we have the wither spawning area. As you can see, there's already 2 or 3 there in sort of situ, waiting to have their faces murdered by us. Thankfully no other things around, so let's just come on, guys. You want to, you withered me. I can't believe you withered me. And I bet this guy, no, he's not over there. So while I was over here, I got yet another skull, so that's pretty awesome to get those. And he killed me. How was I shot? Oh, slain by a skeleton. Hey, look at my stuff. It's all over the place, and I bet someone's gonna pick it up. I got diamonds in my. Here we go. Superman quick change. Well, that was rubbish, wasn't it? I just shot myself with an arrow. Where was that one coming out from? I have no clue. Okay, fortunately we do have this quick change system that allows us to get equipped, and we are ready to go and fight the battle. I'm not thinking we need any of those whatsoever. We've got some food. There should. Oh, we got the shield already. We're fully armoured. Right, let's go and get our stuff, I think. Hopefully it will be absolutely fine and alright. I tell you what we do need to keep in those things. That's ender pearls, but I don't know, will they be dispensed and thrown out? I have no idea, so we'll just grab some anyway, just in case we need them. So hopefully all my stuff is absolutely fine down here. We're going to find this out, and no pigmen have picked anything up. And this is, oh, look at all that, these guys. This is not a good start. Hopefully we'll get rid of these few, and then we need to make this area safer. That was the point I was about to get onto before I was totally eaten by these guys alive. So we need to make this a spawning platform that we can come to without any risk, without any danger. Perhaps set up a beacon. Right, let's go and get this guy, because that's the last thing we want is him. And I don't know if anything's spilt over the edge. I'm just going to have to... Whoa, hello. Let's get to a safe area, because we don't want to die, that's for sure. A second time would be embarrassing, and that's why we have these safe areas. So hopefully we can get the rest of our things. There's another one down there, but that's okay. He's kind of out of the way. So we've got everything from the top. Now the next question is, did anything fall over the edge? So I think we've got to go down there and have a look, haven't we? So very quickly, let's get me feather falling boots on rather than those, because they're not quite as good. Protection 3 versus protection 4, again not quite good. That's fire protection 4, which actually is not bad. And we had our wings on before, and then we might as well swap our hat over as well. And the sword sharpness 3 versus my sharpness 5. I think I know which one I'm going to have on. And also we need my trekker's bow of sudden death. So let's go down the bottom here, I think, avoiding those pigmen and hoping nothing has actually fallen down through that fence, which I don't think it has. I think thankfully we've got everything back. That was roughly where we got killed at the top there, so phew, thankfully we're alright. We didn't lose anything, at least I don't think we did anyway, so that's all good. But yes, we need to make this a safer place to go for sure, because it isn't really, to be perfectly honest. It's not that safe, is it? No. Now, just wandering around this platform, it is actually a pretty decent spawning area, and I think that's given the fact that, you know, we got these crossroads. Even though this crossroads was one of those roof ones and it's not quite as big an area, we have down this side, if I remember right, 3 crossroads here, or at least 2, because we've got this one here which kind of goes off in that direction, and yeah, so this is a proper crossroads, which means we get an extra 7 spawning areas around it. But then we have another one here, which went off in that direction a little bit there and ended. But then we've got this one here as well, which kind of went in that direction, and down there and ended. So we've almost got 3 here, which is fantastic. That side's not quite so much, so we do get a lot of spawns down here, so we might end up making this smaller. We do have the blaze spawner just through there, so it could make a dual farm. And what I'm thinking is, rather than having all this area here, is to actually cut all this out and just end up having a smaller platform but multiple ones. Because I mean, you can see there's 3 guys over there. I've just been here 5 minutes, and I got to keep checking behind me. 5 minutes, just literally practicing my left-handed bow skills. Now the reason I'm doing that is because, and look, there it is. Look, see, there's a skull, and in 5 minutes, shooting in that method, look, I've got 4 skulls, which is just crazy. And this is with a area it just bears, you know, beyond belief, if you like, that we can get so many. And if I look in here now in my ender chest, how many we've got? 11. So we now got 15 skulls, and I haven't really spent too much time doing it. So imagine if we can then make this multi-layer. That's going to make an awesome farm. Now it may well be that I don't you know, go the whole hog on this one. Now this is the dangerous bit. See that guy there? This is where the bug comes in, because if he shoots the pigmen, they then go after me as well. So that creates a little bit of a challenge. So that's why, oh hello, that's why we kind of want to have a beacon here, shall we say? Maybe a couple of beacons. We can have regen. We can have strength, because if we got strength, then we don't have to worry about if we hit the pigmen, you know, and things like that. So yeah, that would be quite awesome. But yeah, this left-handed bow while holding your looting sword in your right hand, it's pretty nifty little trick, because we don't have to go up, we don't get any damage, and we still got our sword in our hand. Did he go over there? He did. Hello mate, how you doing? See ya. Oh, Don't want to hit you when you're on there. Not going to get your drops, am I? But, you know, each to their own. See ya. So, yeah, we don't have to get too close to these guys. And we can hit them and sort of shoot them, but still have our sword in our hand just in case we need it, which is pretty awesome. I don't even know if he dropped anything down there. And I don't care, because I got so many skulls. It's amazing. So this is something I'm going to work on in a future episode. We're going to start building ourselves a wither skelly spawning area, proper one, multi-layered. Because here's the thing. These areas, if you build them, you can build one layer below, one layer above. You can have 3 layers. However, there is a thing in 1.9, 1.10 that actually, if you're within the bounding box of the actual fortress, so in other words, you don't go up too high and too low, as long as it's on this nether brick, the nether or the fortress mobs will still spawn. So we can make this, in theory, 9 layers, 9 levels of spawning area. So you can have a very small area, but with lots of spawns on it. So that's really going to be the plan. I'm not quite sure how we're going to do the killing mechanism yet. That's something that's open to debate, open to you know, deciding how we want to do it. And I missed him, and someone's getting me. I had fire resist potion on, but I haven't anymore. So I'm not going to stay around this area too much longer now, because we don't need to, but we are going to come back here and make this into a proper farm at some point. And that's the dangerous bit, is where I get attacked, and yeah, because they're just a little bit far away. So we shall back out of here now before we die again, and this is something for a future episode that we'll come back and we'll make this into a proper farm. So we have that many skulls that I've renamed this one to Wither Skeleton Farm by Trekker. So that's going to be a project I'm going to do, and I'm going to put it in the managed projects chest. So because I don't want it to be one that I'm just doing all on my own. I think it's a kind of opportunity for others to get involved and work out the mechanics, particularly on the sort of the killing side, because it's okay setting up the farm and yes, need help building it and getting resources, but yeah, it's always better if you can collaborate with other people to actually get that farm together, and yeah, come up with some nifty ideas of how we're gonna, you know, get these skeletons, move them around. Do we use swipers? Do we use pistons? And so on and so forth. So yeah, that'd be really cool if other members want to volunteer to help. We of course need to put up something in the projects area as well to show the project is active. So I've set up a little corner here, and we're going to sit an armor stand on that. And then I've got some, let's see, gear. So we're going to put a skull on top and give him some black. I wasn't sure about the boots. I think I'm going to leave the boots because you don't tend to have boots on or anything like that. I have little stubby legs, and I think, I don't know, maybe I'll leave the boots on. Yeah, anyway, that's there. And then we've got a little chest underneath, which is going to have this book on here, and this book is Wither Skull Farm, and it basically says Wither Skeleton Farm located in Nether, follow the tunnel to the farm area, help required. This is a managed project, so anyone is free to help to build the spawning platforms, the collection system and killing chamber. Please contact Wild Trekker if you'd like to help out. Simple as that. So there we go, that's in there, and unfortunately it does mean we've run out of time because of our little adventure there, being killed by the skeleton, which we won't kind of mention anymore. But yeah, certainly had a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys did too. And yeah, there's our little guy there conspicuously hiding in the grass. Wasn't going to take up an 8x8 space if I didn't need to, so that's absolutely fine. Anyway, let me know what you think down in the comments. If you've got some ideas yourself to how we should do the farm, I'd love to hear them. And we'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Bye-bye. Bye.